Alright, so literally 2 years ago, somebody told me I should do a commentary on Tekken Blood Vengeance, and then I actually looked at the fight, and I was like, okay, I could do this shit. Mind you, 2 years ago. But bear with me, bro. Like, I just got back to the YouTube shit. We gonna be grinding all year. And one more thing, I got another page for gaming content, bro. So I'm finna start posting some out of the usual content. Specifically, it's gonna be the Walking Dead series for a while. So y'all make sure y'all stay tuned. And I got the definitive edition, which means I got every season. But besides that, let's get into the video, bro. Alright, we start right here with this nigga Jin already being mad as hell. And at this point in the story, this nigga is basically Sasuke. And he's trying to put belt to ass on his grandfather. But then the girl who's basically his girlfriend steps in trying to stop him from doing it. But Jin does not care, bro. He has real ass business to handle. And I'm not even playing when I say that. Like, these niggas dead ass be on some other world shit. But Jin starts talking shit because he actually trying to run on ones with this nigga. But his grandfather just starts laughing in his face. Then he starts saying a bunch of, I don't even know shit. This nigga's so cool just standing here with his aura charging. This nigga is literally Vegeta if he was just pure fucking evil. But him and his cool ass son just let their aura burst everywhere. Pause. And then Jin gets in his stance and the camera starts panning out. And if you're lost on what's going on by now, this is a fight between son, dad, and grandfather. But they're done with the talking. These niggas start walking up to Heihachi. And then they slowly start running at each other. And then they all throw a punch and the clash was so hard it took out the whole top floor. It even had Jin's girlfriend flying off the fucking roof. And I thought she was finna die. But she gets saved by this flying robot girl, so she's straight. Back at the top, these niggas break the stance and they all just start swinging at each other. All of these niggas are in the same family beefing and they're fighting to kill. This nigga just uppercut his dad and then blocked the kick from his grandpa. And then blocked the kick from his dad, but then the dad weaves the grandfather's kick. And then Jin comes back in with a sneak attack to the face. Then kicked his grandpa across the room. And he was finna try to get a few more licks in, but his dad grabbed him by his foot and threw him to the ground. And then he makes this pedophile ass mischievous look before he spins around with his son and throws him at the granddad. Then he gets caught by the granddad and gets slammed on his fucking head on some WWE shit. Now personally, that shit right there is a one-on-one fade, bro. Like, this nigga just got thrown on his fucking neck. And then his granddad just starts beating on his fucking forehead. But his dad eventually comes with this long ass leg. And he manages to sneak attack him and they fly through about 5 stories of the building. So not even 5 seconds after hitting the ground, Kazuya is back on his feet. But he gets kicked in his shit by his son just to turn around and get headbutted. And he tries to throw another headbutt, but he gets used as a fucking shield. And then gets used as a support to drop kick this nigga in the face into a pillar. And then he gets picked up and thrown to the side like he ain't shit. Pan back to the dad, this nigga picked up the pillar and threw it at him. But this nigga's so cool, he doesn't dodge it like a regular person. This nigga jumps on the pillar and starts running on it mid-air. Just the Falcon kick this nigga in his shit once again. Grandpa was finna attack, but he gets intercepted by the dad. Then this nigga gets up and tackles him through a wall. Then they start falling again, and I'm low-key curious what type of temple this is. And even in mid-air, these niggas still running the ones. So he lands on a random-ass staircase. And here comes Heihachi coming out of fucking nowhere. And then you guessed it, here comes Kazuya out of fucking nowhere. These niggas seem like they kinda pissed off now because they actually running that shit. And why the fuck is Jin still spamming a fucking kick? These two niggas dropped down and started running hands for real, and he's still trying to throw out some legs. But we pan back to them and they're actually running that shit. But time out, holy shit. First of all, I take back what I said about him just throwing legs, cause now he's in the mix throwing hands with them. Second off, look how he just got in the mix and got clocked in his chin and his gut. But he made sure to get his lick back, then his dad ducked his head just for him to get clocked in his shit and used as a trampoline by his son. And bro thought he was getting away just for his granddad to tackle him off this random ass staircase in the middle of this temple. And I thought they was finna be running ones in midair again just for him to put his palm to his forehead and do a handstand on his face. And then here comes Kazuya. But this nigga does a Mario uppercut and then breaks his back. And then bro just flies to another story of the building. But this nigga comes from the debris like he's Batman. And I thought he was finna do some cool ass anime shit. But he falls right into another grab. And this nigga jumps and he throws him through about 5 more stories. And then he lands him on his back. And you would think by now at this point that they've had enough of fighting each other. I would have thought that they was all in some type of pain. But Heihachi wasn't done as he picks his leg up and starts swinging him around. He swept bro off his feet and then threw him at the wall. And he even had time to turn around and catch this nigga mid-air and give him a combo. Like he's dead ass juggling this nigga in the sky. Then he put the cherry on top to kick this nigga through about 5 walls. And this nigga had to have ran down here just so he could put a second cherry on top to punch him in his chest. And this is his son, by the way. And then he sat there and laughed at his ass. But if you know the story behind these niggas, then you know he doesn't give a fuck. After that, he turned around and kicked his grandson and he had this nigga sliding down the wall. And it's gotten to the point where he might as well just finish both of these niggas. But like I said, he's basically the Sasuke of this story. So this nigga gets up and he weaves his attack and then he gives him a mean ass left hook. temple. He literally had this nigga dribbling off the wall, and then he gave him a mean ass gut check. That shit literally had to replay 2 times. And then this nigga literally starts spamming square. He turned his own grandfather into a personal punching bag. This nigga in the infinite combo, he literally don't even know what to do right now. But this nigga Jin put the cherry on top and he punched him through the wall. He punched this nigga so hard that shit had to play in slow-mo. And then he actually sent this nigga flying out the fucking temple.